that. Whiz it up. Okay. A couple of tablespoons of oil in your paste. Let's get the juice of 2 limes. I'll put 1 in for the moment.
This is the project that I've been working on. That's why I haven't posted anything recently. I've been working on this little thing here to keep the stuff out on the porch dry. I welded these corners up so that I could just slip pipe in, and you see how I marked it with the paint stripes? So if I disassemble it, I can put it back together exactly how it is easily just by matching up the stripes. That one's got 4 stripes. That one's got 2 stripes. That one's got 1 stripe. And see right here, I'm not actually finished here. I gotta block off that little top part there to keep any snow from blowing in. And then I left a little gap around so that it's not actually touching the roof of the house. And now I'm working on this end down here. I'm just getting started with it pretty much. So now I gotta put the pieces in that go like that, sideways, over here, and then cover it. And then I'm gonna do another piece here on this side to cover the rest of it, so that I can come out the door, and when I come out the door, I'll be under a cover, and not have snow on the sidewalk here, but all this will be covered. But I haven't even framed this part up yet with my pipes. And then I also put screws in there. There's a piece of pipe that sticks out. I'll show you with the next piece that I put up how I do it to hold it all together. But yeah, this is my project that I've been working on. And that's a 10 by 10, 10 4 by 10 4. And then this is 10 4 by 10 4. And this is 10 4 by 8 4. Yep. Okay, so the pipe that I need to go from here across over to this area is not long enough. So this is what I'm doing. I'm putting the pipe inside of that pipe, and then I'm gonna couple them together. I'm gonna weld this up, and then I'm actually gonna bolt it, so if I need to move it later, I'll be able to move it, because a 20-foot piece of pipe, I got a 24-foot trailer, but things change sometimes, you know. So I want to make it to where if I need to move it on the pickup truck, I'll be able to move it on the pickup truck, and it won't be hanging over 10 feet, 12 feet, 8 feet, however long, off the back of the truck. So I'm making it so I can take it apart. This whole thing that I built, I made it so that if I needed to take it apart and move it, I could take this entire thing apart and move it without a problem, and put it back together without an issue. Only thing I didn't mark is all the stuff on the top, but I marked all my supports all the way around. And then and now I'm doing this one here, which is going to be for the outside edge. I'll show you when I get a little closer to being finished. And there it is. I stitch welded it, because I've always heard that stitching is better than a solid weld because of one, heat, and also warpage, but that's not really an issue with this, but I stitched it anyway. And as you can see, it is galvanized. I welded it upwind so that the stuff that blows off of it didn't blow in my face. And I'm also wearing a respirator because you do not, if you're welding on galvanized, you don't want to breathe that crap that comes off of it. I heard it can give you cancer. So take any and all precautions not to breathe galvanized material. That zinc is really bad for you. So I'm putting it together like this, and then I'm going to put bolts in here to hold it together until I get ready to take it apart. Then you want to take it apart, pull the bolts out, pull it apart, there you go. And that's just a support so that it doesn't sag, to help keep it from sagging. Yep, because sagging, it really ain't cool. Even with your pants, gospel gangsters. Okay, so this is how I determine how I'm going to cut it. So what I do is I'll take and put it up like this, and I'll mark it, right? And then I'll cut that section out, and then once I cut it, I'll take it, and then I'll have a notch in there, and it'll sit on there just like that, and it won't roll because it'll be flat. And then I have a piece sticking out on either side to hold the pipes, and then this will sit in between those two pipes. So I'm gonna put that pipe that's standing up on the end down there, that one is gonna go in like this. And then this one that's laying down here, it'll go in the end of it there. And then that pipe, then this pipe here is gonna support it. It's gonna hold it up. And then I'll attach it to this. I haven't decided how I'm gonna do that yet, but this is what I'm gonna do now. I'm about to cut this notch out, and then I'll weld it onto there, and then I can put this section together. So there it is. Sits just like that. Notch out like that. Sits on there. Doesn't move that way. And then once I weld it, I'm gonna center it like that and weld it on. And that'll give me my material to go inside those pipes and to hold it on and keep it together. There we go. That's how I did all of these. And then with that, I did the same thing, and then where this one right here comes off, I just put a little, I didn't have a notcher, so I just put an angle on it and welded it like that. But yeah, that's exactly how I did it. And then this one actually, I put angle under it, and this piece doesn't come apart. This stays together. Even when I take it apart, these two stay together because that's a 10-foot leg over here. That's 10 feet. And then this was, I think it was 4 feet. So this is like 14.8, I think it is. 14 foot 8 inches. And then on that corner, I'm gonna see if I can show you. It goes like that. And I did the same thing. I notched it, and I notched the front of it a little bit more than the back so that I get that angle on it to go across, because I got it angled so the water will run off, and then welded it on. Yep. But yeah, we getting this thing together. We're a little bit too far on that one. I was looking for the spot weld that I had put on there, went right past it. Didn't even know. I think my shield might be a little bit too dark. Then I found the other one. But then by the time I got there, I was already across it. So I was like, might as well finish it. Oops. Okay, right here, Wow, that sun is bright right there. Let's see if I can get it down so I can show you. Okay, so I'm about to weld it there so that, and then I'll put screws in it like I did on the other side, and that's gonna hold this together at this section where it goes out from there. You know what I'm saying? And then it goes across to the other side. I got it resting on a roof right now, but then that's gonna attach to there. And so then I'll put my sheets over the top of it. I just put the sheets over the top. It'll attach them up here and then go across. This is gonna be nice. So this is what I've been working on. Haven't decided what I'm gonna do for this little gap here, but I put that piece there just for that corner support, and I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna finish this. I'm thinking I might just take another piece and lay it up there and overlap it. Put a piece of wood on top of the pipe there. Put a piece of wood right there on top of the pipe, and then attach it there and just run it up and attach another piece up there. And I should be able to get some screws into the ends and maybe only do 2 supports instead of 3 like I've been doing on all the rest of them. And I just put that little piece up there. It ended up being a little bit shorter, so now I just got to do another piece to extend it and bring it all the way out, from there on out to the end there. And then I'd like to put a piece up here just to keep any snow from coming in from there. But that gap is gonna stay, and now that this thing is totally supported, independent of, it's all by itself. It's just standalone. It's not, it doesn't have any help holding it up. It's just it by itself. And you see how I did this? It's graded quite a bit. And the reason that I did that was I didn't want to block the door, but I wanted to get it out kind of close to the end of the 2x4s over on that end. I might have went a little bit further than I should have, but the reason also is because we put a trench here for any water that comes. There's a trench that goes and then it runs across. I got to clean this up still, but it's a water trench to get the water out away from the house, and it just runs down there underneath that. That's why I put that block that far over, and I didn't want to put the anchor bolt in one of the edges because it's more likely to break. I wanted to get it closer to the center, so I put it there to where I still got my trench and I could do that. So that's why I put this support out that far. But then over here on this side, I got concrete, and I didn't want to go all the way in the corner, so I put it to the inside, my anchor bolt there, and that's the edge of the concrete there, so that's where I put it. And so it's not exactly straight. You can see the distance there as opposed to the distance over here. It's at an angle, and the height also is different. This is like 8'4", I believe it is, on this end, and it's 7'4" on that end. So it's a nice grade. Even though I got the corrugation running this way, and then I'm actually thinking about putting a gutter across the bottom here, so then the water will run over here, and then pipe it out, or put a barrel and catch that rain in a barrel, catch all the water that comes off in a barrel over there. I'm a little bit worried now, after it's all done now, pretty much, that I didn't grade this enough to get the snow off of it, because it's like 6, maybe 8 or 10 inches, I believe it is, from here to there. The drop on it, it's only like 8 or 10 inches. It's supposed to be an inch per foot, but looks a little bit short. And it's kind of easy. It's easy to stay up there. Like on this side over here, this over here, I had to use stuff to stay up on there because I was just sliding off. Being a metal roof, I was just sliding right off. But up on top of here, on this side, it's no problem staying up there. Yeah, so we're expecting some snow here pretty soon. So we'll see how it holds up. Yeah, but 10-foot span across there, and then I braced the heck out of it. I think it's going to be good, but we'll find out after the first snow, after the first good snow. Well, it is almost finished. I put those sheets up over there. I left that gap because my neighbors like to talk to me. So I left a little gap for them to stick their head over and talk to me. And then I blocked that part in. I need to trim that so that I can open the door. And then I haven't decided if I'm actually going to put a piece there or not, because when it snowed the other day, it wasn't too bad, but I do still need to fill a piece in here, and I got a piece there that I'm going to use to do it with. Yeah, but it's almost done. I blocked that piece there, and I still got to do that over there. Where is it? There. Still got to do that there. And then I was actually thinking about putting actual doors, some French doors or something over there. Haven't actually decided whether or not I'm going to do doors here to block all this, or if I'm just going to leave it like this. I haven't decided yet. So I got a couple more decisions to make. Yeah, but I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty happy with it. Pretty happy. This is what it looks like from the top. You can see there's a little gap there along the bottom. Keep it from, it's not actually touching the roof because I didn't want that. That's what it looks like from the top of it. Yep, and it snowed yesterday, and there's snow on the ground, but all the snow has gone off of this, so happy about that. So it's running off pretty good. Yay!